So during times of high inflation or economic turbulence, it can be hard to justify buying a new or used guitar or bass. Now we're here to tell you that there are plenty of ways that you can enhance and modify your tone that are super affordable.
So in this video, we're going to break out 5 different ways, 5 different tips of how you can upgrade or modify your guitar to get the most out of your tone with the least amount of
money. Tone mods. There are a ton of tone mods that you can do. One that is my favorite is a high pass filter or a treble bleed. Many guitar makers have started installing high pass treble bleed circuits as part of their bass wiring. It's almost a must-have upgrade. All it's composed of is a cap and a resistor. Simply solder the capacitor and resistor together in parallel, and then solder the circuit to the in and out lugs of your volume pot. As you turn down your volume control, you'll get much more treble response and retain much more clarity and volume. We sell this mod for less, much less than $10 with free shipping. We even made a how-to video about it in the listing, so check that out. Another great option is just simply changing out your pots. If you have a muddy or dark sounding pickup, change out the pots, the volume pots, for a higher reading, and it should clear it up. So if you have a single coil, change out your 250K for a 500K. If you have a humbucker, change out your 500K for a 1 meg. There's a very real chance that might do the trick.
Alright, next up is wiring schematics. We have a ton of wiring schematics up on the free section of our website, thompsonguitarandthrift.com, so check that out as a great resource. A lot of times, with your Strat or Tele or whatever, you can use your existing components and simply rewire to try out a new schematic and potentially get some different tone. Or maybe you switch out your switch. Maybe you go from a 3-way switch to a 5-way switch, or even go crazy and get a super switch. But that's a pretty affordable way to try out a new wiring schematic. Have a Strat? You should try the Memphis wiring scheme. It will get you all that Strat sound along with some unique Tele-like sounds, all with a 3-way switch. There's a video that JT made about that from a couple years ago, so check that out. We'll link that in this video. What about a Tele? Try switching it up to the 4-way switching scheme. That will give you all the full typical Tele sounds, but add the neck and bridge pickup in series and provide you a sound that's close to a humbucker. JT loves that, and he thinks all Tele should come with this.
Yeah, this should come standard with that.
So those are just a couple options. There's tons more out there. Dig around on the internet and see what you can find. Like we mentioned, different switches, maybe adding a push-pull pot. Lots of different ways to achieve a different wiring schematic and some different sounds from your guitar that you've had and loved forever. We've also heard good things about the new Jerry Hayes, I think it's called Complete Wiring Schematics, Complete Wiring Diagrams, Complete Wiring for Guitar.
Something like that.
Something like that.
It's easy to find.
And we have that in our cart. We've been meaning to get that for us as well, so yeah. Give it a try.
So new pickups, and I get it, that's a no-brainer, right? Like you change your sound with new pickups. Well, we're kind of living in a golden age of gear right now, and there are so many options out there for pickups. And some of them are really dynamic. For instance, our famous Filter Billies. It's a Filtertron style pickup, but it's sized as a humbucker. So any humbucker guitar that you have, you can drop this Filtertron style pickup, the Filter Billy, into that slot. And it's really cool. And there's a lot of other things out there like that.
You could even try making your own pickups. I mean, pickup parts are pretty wildly widely available now, and that could be an affordable way too.
Yeah. And of course, there's a lot of independent builders out there who are making very cool pickups, and you should absolutely check all of them out too.
Next up is aesthetic changes. These don't necessarily change the tone of your guitar, but it might change how much you want to play your guitar. Because if you change out that pickguard, you change out the pickup covers, you even refinish your guitar body, that can really change how you view that guitar and how much you end up using it. So that can end up being a really affordable way to kind of get the guitar you want without having to buy a new guitar. JT's done that a few times where he's used the Rattle Can Gracie's Vintage Finishes to refinish a guitar. We have a guitar parts warehouse at our fingertips, so he'll frequently change out hardware, go from all chrome to all gold. There's a lot of different ways, even just a simple, clean and easy pickguard swap, fully reversible, but can really, make that guitar new to you again.
Yeah, even something as small as a switch tip can change the way that you look at a guitar. Split coils. So this is something I've done a lot in the past. If you have a humbucker laden guitar and you like the sound of a single coil too, this is kind of a no-brainer in my book. All you're really doing here is you are taking a humbucker and splitting out one of the coils so you can access that single coil sound. This is usually done with a push-pull pot, which is very affordable. It's also done with a lot of other ways. You can do this with a blend pot, you can do this with a push-push pot, or the famous 5-way super switch. That's a fun way to do it too. They're all very easy wiring wise. You might not think so, but they are. Really, you can buy a set of Thompson Guitar and Thrift humbuckers and all the pots and switches to pull this off for under $100. We're not kidding when we say we are a go-to supplier of affordable guitar parts. So these are our top 5 tips. Let us know if you've tried any of them out.
And if you're ever in need of guitar parts, be sure to check us out on thompsonguitarandthrift.com for all your affordable guitar parts needs, whether that's a build, mod, or repair. So enjoy. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, folks.